What up, what up, what up? Let's just do a little mic check. Yep, we're good. Let's get started. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. Let's test out the old widescreen here. Oh, not that. Let's move this around. There we go. Put me slightly bigger. Nobody said anything yet about the widescreen. It is too much for them, or I can see people getting problems on mobile maybe if it's like too zoomed out. I don't know. Just let me know. We can adjust, but nobody's really complained about it so far. Not much has happened really, week over week. This is the old port. All the crypto stuff is deep red for the most part. Monero pulled back a bunch. We'll talk about Sol today. Nobody should be following me in these trades. Hopefully they're not. I know some of them that are working people have been following, which is great. mRNA pulled back a bunch, I think. We'll take a look at that today. And it's energy, it's commodities, it's biotech. That's kind of the only things that are working consistently, at least. Unless you're day trading some of this stuff. I still have this feeling. I still have this feeling in my bones. And we can just start with MSTR. I have this feeling. I missed baseball. That's why I got that baseball hat on today. Feeling a little nostalgic for the old Philadelphia Phillies. I have this feeling. I have this feeling that it's possible. There's a hope and a dream. And when I bring this up, to me, it's like, there's a lot of stuff that is just automated or automatic. It's like, why are you on the 4 hour? Well, it's effectively leverage. It's effectively an altcoin. So I do like to check it on lower time frames every now and again. If you can see something that's viable, then I think it's worth paying attention to. So that's step one. I don't start with the 4 hour. But me, you, your neighbor, your grandmother, your dog's best friend knows that MSTR is down a bunch. Now that doesn't mean it has to bounce. That doesn't mean it will bounce. That doesn't mean it should bounce. It just means maybe you watch it a little bit. Maybe you watch it a little bit more than you had been. Looks great. Yeah. So if you got a lot of screen real estate, you're good. So all I'm saying is there's a place and a time for an MSTR trade. I don't think it's there yet, but I think above 175 it gets interesting. Hell, even into like February it gets interesting. Now, people are automatically going to talk to me about like MSTU and MSTZ and all this other crap. Sure, right? This is just leverage on leverage on leverage. Whether or not I do and participate in any of that, I don't know. But this is the primary chart that I would look at. Because this is starting to get interesting. Now, it got interesting on the daily a while back in like December. And then just went down another leg. But if I'm looking for trades and setups, this is at the top of the list in crypto. Who knows if this plays out? I don't know. I'm not super bullish for February. Are you? Is anybody bullish for February? I don't know. This can sort of move on its own. It would be unlikely that it would, but it's just something to think about. Just like Metaplanet, right? Metaplanet certainly moved on its own on the daily. Still looks okay. It's hanging in there. You don't love the 25% pullback, but I'll take it. It's surviving. Why did this move up and nothing else did? You can say any reason you want. I don't really care, but I have a feeling MSTR is trying, and it's a vanilla inverted head and shoulders on the 4 hour. But this is really dependent on BTC, obviously. Like, will BTC hold this range? I don't know. It looks good today. I love seeing silver and gold go just straight parabolic. The title of today is based on, metals. There's all these people on both sides. They're like, why do people think people from metals are going to rotate into crypto? And then the other side is, people are going to rotate into crypto for metals. They're not going to rotate in your favorite altcoin, probably first, but eventually it is a possibility that we are going to see some relative value rotation at some point. Again, it's like the MSTR setup. Is it a guarantee? Is it a slam dunk? Does it have to happen? No, but it's possible. It's certainly possible. A lot of people have pointed to this chart, which is the BTC Gold chart, which gave you a warning signal in October. Realistically, I think we talked about this as a potential head and shoulders at some point in October. Ahead of that, we had talked about it as a cup and handle, which, you know, never happened, right? It never continued. So if I'm trying to like maximize my 3D chess coordinates here, do we really think it's going to go, this ratio is going to go significantly lower? I mean, it's possible. It's possible. It depends, I guess, where you measure this. It's just, you know, do we have any exact anything here? I don't think so. We're just sort of grasping at straws. BTC waiting, ranging. Most of crypto looks like trash. That's just the truth, right? The problem with the gold BTC rotation is gold kind of never stopped. Like it stopped for a little period of time, almost at 5,000. It broke out, where are we on the daily? I guess it kind of stopped like April to September and then stopped again a little bit October, November. But there really was never this handoff period. The handoff period should have occurred April, September. Didn't really see continuation of BTC, which was the issue. So like, where does gold go from here? I don't know. I don't think we've seen the blow off top yet. But at some point, one would think, maybe, possibly, potentially, even if you're in this like BTC is leverage tech risk on camp, at some point, somebody's going to look at these relative value charts and say, okay, maybe it's interesting to start buying here. Just like people looked at the silver or the gold silver, just as people looked at this chart. Go to the weekly. This is silver against gold. At some point, somebody started to say, hey, why don't we buy some silver? Right? Relative to gold. Like that, it has to start happening at some point. Will it matter is the question. Will it be enough people? Because what you had here on silver is you had some relative value stuff and then momentum piled on, right? You got out of the muck in the mire, in the quagmire, and whatever else in the 30s, and then you had momentum. We haven't seen that with BTC, obviously. We haven't seen that with almost anything. Even XMR didn't really get out of its breakout point yet. So, yeah, I would be watching metals, absolutely, to see if they break down, why they break down, what correlates inverse to this. Like, what's it going to take for this to break down? I don't know. Just some crazy update, crazy euphoria day. What is the what's the volume look like? Crazy. So I don't know what you do with this. I have no idea. I have no idea. If you're in it, I think you just keep holding. What else is there to do, right? What else is there to do? Gold, same thing. Like, you're not pressured to do anything. It's not it's not pulling back, it's not consolidating. It's new all-time highs every day. And it's the same discussion with if we do zombie caps versus mag 7, IWM over mags on the daily. At some point, enough people, and if you're downtown Josh Brown, he's like, well, it's just beginning of the year rotation. Okay, I mean, that's possible. But at some point, somebody looked at this relative value of trash, garbage companies against the best companies the world has ever seen, and has said, maybe we should buy some of the trash, right? Maybe we should buy some. So it has started to happen, obviously. IWM has done very, very well. Ugly day today, down 1.6%. IWM had like 14 days straight of outperformance relative to tech. RSP did well for a while, equal weight. Everything just kind of feels like it's all over the place, honestly. But small caps working, Mag 7 not working as well as small caps, but all this stuff has been pretty noisy all over the place. And that has not benefited BTC. You know, it's like we're getting volatility dragged on the BTC side of things as the rest of the world is trying to figure out what the heck's going on with everything. You've even got the dollar down huge. Huge. This is a new multi-month low. BTC doesn't really seem to care. True-inflation's down sub 1.5%. Nothing really seems to care. What's it going to take, right? What's it going to take? Is it DXY breaking 95 and then BTC wakes up? Like we could see something like this, or it's like inverted head and or I just automatically go to that because it's my favorite pattern. Inverted cup and handle to like 95. I don't know. I have no idea. But collectively, is there any like slam dunk trades out there? I think it's all energy, it's all commodities. I kick myself every day for closing the platinum palladium stuff. Look at this chart. Like, we talked about it, we traded it, I traded it. I don't know about everybody else, but I was in it at like 9-10, you know? Just didn't believe hard enough. Anyway, let's catch up with chat. When looking at BTC on CME, do I use the Trad Cloud? Yeah. At some point, when volumes are big enough, crypto settings, crypto cloud might not even matter. Some people have already argued that everything crypto doesn't matter now because, at least for BTC, because the volumes are so big and or are real on legacy markets, aka everything we do and know and love doesn't really matter because it's just, you know, whatever happens in CME is more important than whatever happens at IBIT, and the rest of the ETF complex is more important than anything on the native crypto side. Maybe other than Coinbase, right? Because they have a lot of volume. But even on IBIT, like, it's possible. I've seen people draw this a few different ways, but you've got, the bears are going to call this a flag. I can never remember the difference between a pennant and a flag. Whatever it is. This, right? They're going to say, oh, this is a classic whatever, pennant flag. That's an interpretation. Not saying it's going to be wrong, but I do see this as well. You know, this will require us revisiting 94 equivalent, 55 equivalent on IBIT. This inverted head and shoulders thing is possible, which is dangerous because it gives you some hope. I'm talking to myself here. It would be much better if this just looked like a vanilla bearish situation and we called it a day. But it is below the daily cloud. It is below the 200-day moving average. That is not a place where you generally see crazy bullishness, right? So we're still in the holding pattern. We're still in a consolidation pattern. Nothing has really changed over the past, I don't know, 4 months now? If this breaks up on IBIT, I like 62, 66 for BTC. I think it's 100 to 103, something like that. Or maybe it's slightly higher. What is it? Yeah, I guess it's 101 to 106, whatever. The 200-day moving average, right? I mean, it's right there. It's right there. It looks messier on spot. It's just like this Frankenstein thing that's just all over the place. And I'm sure if somebody hasn't said it already, they're going to say, well, this is just all sailor buying again. Could be. Somebody has to buy, right? I don't care who it is. Let it be him. Let it be him. It's certainly not the ETFs. They've been selling this week. And then everything else down the stack, you know, ETH. Does it look better? It doesn't look better. It looks better than most alts. Sol Sol's trying. Again, this could morph into something. It's too early. Kind of looks like junk. And then everything else, yeah, we can look, but there's really nothing. There's really nothing. All right, let me catch up with chat for real this time. I don't think anybody asked me about crypto yet. It's all legacy stuff. We'll just bang it out, one after the other here. 9 energy. 2 that I did. It's a little early for me. I can see why you might like this, but there's probably a really great pitchfork here, honestly. But it's still in a down channel to me, so not my favorite. A little early. Just think there's better stuff out there. Is this no? Q Vanek. Kind of looks like you. Just TA wise, it looks okay. I don't hate it. Maybe it's flavor of the month, but whatever. You. I mean, let's go. Right? People were asking about the REMX targets and the UUUU targets. The first target was this mini inverted head and shoulders breakup, which at this point has been achieved. 21 to 24. Now we're on to bigger and better things with bullish TK cross, price above cloud. You do have some fibs you can pull here, which is this thing, which is what I'm doing. So from there, you get new targets, and you say, or I'm saying, I like 45 to 61 primary, and then trailing stop losses, daily fractals. So I like what, 2070 as a stop loss, trailing stop loss, and that's it. You let it be. Ideally, honestly, like you get a cup and handle here, maybe that doesn't quite go to your trailing stop loss. The cup and handles that hold the handle like high typically outperform those that go lower in the handle. So pray for that if you get the handle. But this whole thing looks great still. This is exactly what you want to see. And you're seeing similar on IREN, you're seeing similar on BABA, where it's pulled back and it is reconsolidating, ready to go for more. Somebody said, what did you say? Somebody? IREN into Oklo or something? Time to rotate from IREN to Oklo. I still like IREN. I mean, look at this chart. You don't even have a bullish TK cross yet. You have a cloud that's trying to flip bearish on you. This chart still looks incredible to me. Very early stages. And it measures like double from here still. Stop loss at 40, 48, whatever the cloud is there. I think it looks great. So Oklo has to look better than that. Oklo looks better than IREN to you? Dear, hold on. I don't want to call him out. I just want to mentally know who it is for next time. Hold on. Where'd it go? All right, I got it. It's up here. I don't like buying weakness. I like buying strength. So I would like Oklo at 110. I don't know what you see in Oklo here that I don't, but I still have IREN here. You know, at this point you get this at 110. I like it. But IREN, UUU, I mean, this stuff is like vanilla cloud reconsolidation textbook. When I write the book, chat, when I write the book that nobody's going to read, these charts are going to go in there. And it's not even about whatever happens to this. It's just what could happen. What could happen is, a really strong bullish continuation push. Let's take a look at BABA. Yeah, BABA's above the cloud, broke out of the falling wedge. Looks great. Looks great. I should be adding to all these today, continuously. Looks really, really good. You know, I should be staying away from crypto garbage for now, for sure. VPG. Yeah, the issue for me, it's like, you know, we come across charts like this, every week, and it's just like, yeah, it looks great, but the train has left the station, and I can't really personally do anything with this. Like, you know, you're asking probably about trade management or whatever. It looks fine, but I can't take a trade here. It's way too late, right? But it looks good. Yeah, Stitch Fix, man, I still love this chart. Maybe that's the curse because I loved DKNG, I loved DRPRY. This chart to me still looks great. Call me crazy. I need to find, what is my 8%? All right. I need to like cap it at like 10% and then just let it ride. I still think this chart looks great. I still think Zoom probably looks fine, even though it might not. No, Zoom looks good. Zoom looks good. Maybe it's just a giant like TA trap, but I like it. See, if we contrast this with the VPG thing, it's like the move happened, right? Okay, I can't do anything with that. Stuff with like this, yeah, sign me up. Let's go. Rivian, same thing. A lot of people asking me about Rivian. You know, they're like, has the thesis changed? The thesis was this should break out after it's above the high time frame clouds. It tried, failed. Should I have it as high of a percentage in my portfolio? Probably not. Probably not. I don't feel great about it. Don't feel great about it. Kind of just is what it is. Is it, you know, is it like the Tesla curse? Is it the EV curse? Tesla still looks okay. Doesn't look amazing. Lucid pulled up a bunch as we're just bouncing around EVs. Still looks gross on high time frames. And then there's stuff like, you know, like Zoom and Stitch Fix. I would rather add to stuff that I know has a chance than like lie to myself about Rivian and say this looks totally fine, right? The problem is it's been so volatile up and down after the breakout. It's hard to really get a grasp on anything, but to see the entire breakout pull back 30%, not great. Not great. I still like the potential and possibility. At this point, 1430. Then I think I have to make some hard decisions, but I'm sticking to it for now. Zeta. Yeah, who's the one who brought this one up? I forget who it was. I still like it. High time frame, low time frame. I like that it checked back on the neckline. Throwback. Looks fine. I don't know. I don't have anything else to say. Similar to the Monero chart, you don't want to see a breakout completely lose its resistance level, support level, however you want to think about that. So this hasn't yet broken. You know, I have a kind of a soft stop loss here at 450. I'm willing to hold this to 350, but that's the key. If it breaks out of a level, a 15-year level or whatever, and then just gives it right back, that's not what breakout trading is all about. So I still like Zeta. Is it like a slam dunk? No, but hold on to it. EEM. Yeah, this is another one like IWM. It looks late. But is it late? You know, I don't know. It just looks late. That's all. It looks good. It just looks late. Had a little head and shoulders scare right here. Fought that off. So that's good. The re-entry was somewhere here with the cloud. But it does look a little late. I say that today as it probably gets 3x's from here over the next 6 months. Just looks late. That's all. What was I just going to bring up? Crap. I can't remember. Anyway, it'll come to me. Giant IHS on BTC Gold. I don't think so. The problem with a bigger pattern at this point on gold is BTC Gold is you're still kind of waiting for the decently large pattern to play out. Giant IHS. Nah, I mean, I think that's kind of a stretch. This is just ugly. Just losing this 1, 2, 3, 6 months in a row. Doesn't feel good. Doesn't feel good. Talked about Iron Oklo. Yeah, didn't Unity fall like 30% or something? Oh, that was something else. I don't know. Are you the same guy who's asked me about Unity for quite some time? You might be. It just hasn't gone anywhere. Doesn't look like a setup. What does Roku look like? It kind of looks like Roku, right? Like, you want this to go. If it's gonna go, go. Just kind of hanging out. REMX. If I was smart, again, I would be focusing on like, look at this chart. Look at this chart. Shout out. I always forget who the initial person was, but man, shout out to them for calling this out in like mid 25. Yeah, look at this. Look at this monster. Oh boy. Let me pull this up on another. Let's just pull it up over here so I can cleanly draw. So it had this IHS thing that it broke out of, and now it's already to its secondary target up here. This is the blueprint for IREN, BAVA, UUUU, where they pulled back, reconsolidated. Ideally, you get a pattern, you get cloud stuff. You didn't even get a cup and handle here, it just kept going, right? So 108 would be the next fib to watch for, but fractals, where are they? There's a trailing stop loss at 87. So, you're sitting pretty. There's really nothing to do. If anything, I just wish I had more of it, right? But it looks good. Looks real good. No pattern that I could see. There might be a div. Let's check. Ah, not even a div. Let it be, my opinion. I think it looks completely fine. That's just where everybody is right now on the metals energy commodity train for the moment. What's up, Nwanda? We got a list from Nwanda to take a look at. Yeah, BPG we looked at. IREN looks great. We looked at Zeta and SFix. We looked at Metaplanet. ZSL. And literally nobody's asking me about crypto. I think the good people know. Ultra short silver. Is this the hero trade? I don't know. I don't think you can realistically take a trade on this. I've seen people try to short silver. I just like, why? Why wait, in my opinion? I don't see anything there for me anyway. Under Armour. No. Wrong one. Yeah. It's okay. It's tough because it like didn't give you an entry-ish, but it also had this edge to edge, hasn't pulled back. Cloud likes it. Cloud likes it. Is CSX the train thing? Okay. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is KN Martin. This is why we're here, right? We're here because KN Martin has identified a couple things, probably. He's identified an ascending triangle. He's identified the cloud, giving it its blessing on the daily. He's identified perhaps the sector that this is in. It has not broken out yet, right? So, yeah, like this looks great. It doesn't give you a massive move. But you've got this. You've also got this secondary inverted head and shoulders thing. where you can measure that even higher, right? So you've got primary targets, you've got secondary targets. It has consolidated for six months plus, 8 months. What does it look like in the weekly? I don't know. It looks good to me. This looks good. I look for something to write something down. Let me just make a note of myself somewhere. I don't know where to do it. Let's just do it up here. Add symbol. Boom. Okay. Yeah. Has everything I like and more. Love it. But I consider taking leverage on IREN. I'm not against it. I'm not against it. Not against it. I think leverage for me personally at the falling wedge breach was probably a little much, but at this UDR, man, literally no crypto. Literally, we're a crypto channel. Crypto's dead. Crypto's so dead. Okay. UDR on the daily. Don't hate it. Don't know what it is. Looks good. Tomato, you can check my trading journal sheet for all that information. But mainly it's the cloud. Mainly it's breakouts, chart patterns, trend stuff. DVN. Similar. There's a lot of like energy, transport. Kind of a slow mover. Looks good though. Looks good. Viper. Less good to me. A lot of range. I still like CSX better than all these. I still like IREN and BABA and EBU better than all of these, but yeah, they look okay. Just depends on what kind of volatility profile you're looking at. Ball. Is this the canning people? I think it's still too rangy for me. Whoa. Somebody's coming in hot here. How about we look at some value stocks instead of, they used a word I will not say on stream. Some BS like Rivian. Whoa. I love charts like this. Clorox, sure. I don't love it as much as Dow. I think Dow still looks phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. Love it. mRNA, right? Love it. Still, I think it's probably way too late to enter here. I'm holding it. Let it be. Almost hit 62. CVX. Yeah, I mean, this is all XLE stuff. Yeah, sure, right? These look like longer term holds to me. You just have to be careful that oil doesn't drag this down and you're not just like stuck in this value trap for another 6 to 12 months. But I love buying highs. I love buying breakouts. So I have no issues buying anything that looks like this. Absolutely. If you go on the weekly, monthly, just as BTC has its like whatever flag pennant, you know, the chevron on the monthly has a breakout here. So if you're into high time frame slow movers, which is like probably none of my audience, but that chart looks great. It reminds me of financials were doing well for a minute, not so much anymore. What about regional banks? Regional banks also just too messy, I think, for me to really care. It still feels like it's energy and commodities moment. XMR was just a hacker washing funds. Well, it was more than that because I bought some XMR, okay? Before he did, or she, or they. I did it first. I didn't hack nobody. PPG. PPG, yeah, sure. I like Chevron better, right? That was CVX, yeah. and IRM. Iron Mountain. Iron Mountain Iron Mine, Iron Mountain, Michigan collapsed. This was many years ago, but I did visit before it collapsed. It was pretty cool. I don't see anything here for me. But my mind is kind of split between, again, IREN, BABA, UUUU, that style of chart. Like that's where I should be throwing more money. And some of these other charts that haven't broken out yet. Zoom, Rivian, Stitch Fix. So that's where my binary mind is at in as far as what I like here. I do like the chemicals. Is there like a chemical ETF? There's gotta be a chemical ETF. Anyway, but yeah, if you're into value stuff, sure, all those look okay. They don't look terrible. FCX. Yeah, this is another energy name, right? I don't see anything here for me, but yeah, looks great. I got an alert on TDW today. Forget what this is, but another little inverted head and shoulders ditty. Low time frames, high time frames. I don't know if this is shipping or containers or AI. I have no idea. Somebody can tell me, but looks good. LMT, military industrial complex. Surprise, it looks great. Yeah, it looks really good. It looks late for me, but just the rocket ship. No pun intended. BAH, right? Yeah. Okay, on the daily. I see what you're seeing. I just feel like what do they actually do? Are they auditors, accounting, consulting? I forget what they actually are. What else did I miss? Anything? We got all that. Oh, ZSL. Oh no, we talked about that. Sorry, my bad. XMR, Lockheed, LCFR, TK. Zabzak's just out here looking for all these value traps, huh? See, he called Rivian names. I'm allowed to call him names. That's how this works. LFCR. Ah, man, this looks like such chop. Just a lifetime of chop. Trend-wise, it's okay, but look at this. This is BNTX. You know, like, yeah, I bought some of this week. FCell, which is on Nwanda's list. Right, like if you're gonna shoot your shot at something, you want to look at like mRNA or something like this, in my opinion. Not financial advice. Years of God knows what, and a year plus of consolidating. Plus, you got a little bit of sector strength on your side. You got a little sort of where the market is at strength on your side. Rose Bank. Oh man, tell me this is not the chart you wanted me to pull up. This is hideous. I'm gonna pass on that. Let's get that off our screen. We need some eye bleach for that one. AMD? Isn't that like up 1 trillion %? Oh no, okay. It's the IREN, BABA, whatever playbook, right? Bullish TK recross price above cloud. Yeah. Absolutely. SMH hanging in there. Nothing I would touch. Nvidia's it was up a bunch today. Still, I can't touch Nvidia here. There's just no way. That's got to play out first. But yeah, if you're playing cloud, that's what you want to see. Bullish TK recross price above cloud. Absolutely. Looks great. REM? Mortgage real estate. Man, that is also a lifetime of chop. I would rather just buy HYG, honestly. HYG looks great. This is junk bonds. Got to keep the energy up. You know, I don't want people in the comments thinking, "Oh man, he's tailing off here in the back half. He's trailing away." URA. Same deal. Again, like I don't care what the ticker what it says on the screen here. It really doesn't matter. It makes sense that all of these are in similar sectors or similar veins, energy, commodity. They're effectively the same chart. In some sense, it's all AI related because it's all energy and data center related. Looks great. Yeah. URNM also probably looks great. Yeah, it's a little late on that one, but same deal. Same pattern. You get your initial trend shift, you get your trend, you get your pullback, and then you get this question and answer between will it reconsolidate and go again? The answer is when you're above the cloud again. So, looks great. Look at all these people. They're coming out of the woodwork with things I've never heard of. We still have a whole list from Nwanda to get to. ELS, a lot of chop there. ARCG was another one I saw a lot of people talking about this week. I don't really know why, but the chart looks great. Love it. Love it. It's above the weekly. No clue what's in this thing. CRISPR. What does that look like? Oh, wrong chart. Here? And nothing. Yeah, but ARCG probably looks better than a lot of things out there. WMB. Yeah. Nice little consolidation up there. Breakout. Sure. I don't know what it is. Looks good. EOSE. Did I add this one? I might have. No. It was end phase. This looks fine. Looks fine. It's energy. You got that on your side. It reminded me of Rocket Lab a little bit because you got this like, again, same sort of deal, cloud stuff. Bullish TK recross price above cloud. That's go time on anything. I'm just trying to remember where we were looking at this. Maybe back here? I don't know. I don't think there's any for me there on Rocket Lab today, but it's the same playbook. You know, I'm only looking for a specific set of things. The initial bear to bull breakout, reconsolidation breakout, that's kind of it, right? Like beyond that, it's just different variations on the theme over and over and over and over again. End phase, while I'm thinking of it. Yeah, see, I'm a sucker. I'm just a sucker. I get sucked in this black hole of down a lot for a long time, back above the daily cloud. That's me. That's my chart. It has my name on it, right? Do you like to trade only after the price out of the daily or wait for the gold cross above the Kumo? If, in this case, this chart, if it's down 3, 6, 12, 18, 24, 520,000 months, and then it's above the cloud, I love it. You know, we can go to Zcash real quick. Zcash. Let's go to the crypto. Right now, I wasn't watching Zcash. Let's go to Poloniex. Does anybody even trade there? Can anybody spell Poloniex? The problem with the charts like this is you have to be watching it, right? Because if you're not watching it, who cares? And if you're not watching it, you need alerts. Otherwise, you're never gonna catch this, right? Maybe you'll catch it at like as the breakout's happening, because you'll see it on Twitter or whatever. But the optimal cloud entry is always going to be at the weekly breakout of the cloud or the daily. Like I don't really care about the TK cross as much when it's down this duration. Now this similar thing happened back here, and it went nowhere, right? Didn't go anywhere. Who cares? But that's not really the expectation. The expectation is never a 10,000% move. But if it breaks out of the cloud for the first time on the weekly in 16 years, then I'm going to pay attention, which is another reason why ETHBTC looks so interesting on the weekly later this year, potentially, if it can work its way through the cloud. Until then, it just kind of doesn't excite me a lot. You want to be there for stuff like this, right? And you're not really there for stuff like that or prepared for it mentally, size-wise, plan, whatever, if you're not watching it. You know, if you pull up some random chart today and you see something like this, you're probably not going to execute as well as you would if you're watching it, at least for me. So yeah, to me, a high time frame breakout is enough. If it's got a pattern, even better. I don't know what are those tickers? Encore Energy, Brookfield. You're gonna have to give me tickers. I'm not sure. Cypher. Should we look at all the miners real quick? Cypher. Okay. It's trying a little bit. Let's just go through the miners. WGMI. I mean, here we go, right? You got a gross looking inverted head and shoulders. You've got pending bullish TK recross price above cloud. This is a setup for go time. Now, I think IREN's just a better play, period. Fundamentals and chart. So that's what I choose to do. But some people are going to like WGMI better. Bitfarms needs time. This, you know, it's trying to inverted head and shoulders here, but it's black and white, right? What looks better today? What probably has more potential? IREN or Bitfarms? What is the bigger risk? Bitfarms. There's an opportunity cost here. So yeah, you know, like you can throw money whatever you want. I don't care. Doesn't matter to me. I made a ton of money on Bitfarms last year. Do I care about Bitfarms here at all? No, I don't. Cores. It's trying to get out of the cloud. Again, it's got that similar setup that we keep seeing on the cloud. To me, it's not as clean or straightforward or clear cut as IREN. CleanSpark, no, don't care. BitDeer, don't care. Wolf trying, but again, it's not obvious. It doesn't look amazing. And that isn't to say that any of these are going to outperform or underperform IREN. It's just IREN looks good today. It's looked good for a while. And that's it, right? Like it's clearly the market leader, whether you like it or not. Cypher. Yeah, Cypher, again, I want a little cloud confirmation there. I don't know, it's just in the kind of like too medium hard pile. Like why? I don't know. Hut, no. I mean, Hut, to be fair, Hut looks fine. It's just, again, I'm comparing to IREN. Comparing every chart to IREN. What is IREN? Does IREN look better? Yeah. Does IREN look better than Hive? Yeah. Does IREN look better than BTBT? Yeah. Riot, I don't like Riot fundamentally, so I would never trade this. But purely based on TA, similar trade. Bullish TK recross price above cloud pending, bullish cloud pending, all that stuff is pending. If they get more data center deals or they pivot harder, this will continue to do well. Marathon, again, another chart that I do not like the fundamentals of this company. So I would avoid this. I would rather just trade literally anything else. And TA-wise, you're looking for an inverted head and shoulders similar to MSTR. It's probably the same chart. Yeah. Trying. But I just like, why? Why? Canaan, no. And the rest of this junk, no. So miners... It's IREN. It's WGMI. Most of the WGMI is IREN, I bet. So I just like IREN. Let's go to Nwanda's list real quick, so we got some time. I actually started with MSTR. Mr. Z started with it. 50% on a couple thanks to Josh. Nice, dude. Huge. Love to see it. Yeah, curve pulled back. Talked about SFix. SFix is not... It's like Zoom. You know, Rivian's a good proxy because Rivian... I've held Rivian for over a year. incorrectly, right? Like I should be trading gold or silver or something else, right? That's the other part of this. It's always a bull market somewhere. Clearly it wasn't in Rivian. Clearly. So that's just a huge L for me. I could have been trading gold miners, silver miners, junior gold miners, junior leverage. Like there's so much other stuff. So never get fixated on one thing. Just because I like the chart doesn't mean it's going to play out, right? But Rivian took 2 years to consolidate at the lows. I just like Stitch Fix because of the tightness of the consolidation. The cloud likes it on the weekly. It may take another 36 months. I don't know, right? Same thing with Zoom. Zoom looks great. It may take 36 months. I don't know. So like, as long as it holds the range, to me, it's fine. I don't have anything else to say. Would you take a closer look? What would you take a closer look at when reviewing CSX? Just that I need to buy some if I want to buy some. Same thing with Chevron. I don't think it's literally just buying some, Michael. Like for me, so that's why I wanted to remind myself. Thanks, Tomato. Senpai, Metaverse. Oh man, he's asking me about crypto. We trade crypto still? Still a lot of these TDW offshore services for oil and gas. Okay, thank you. I do not like the lagging span because I already doubled the settings. To me, if I double the settings and I'm waiting on the lagging span, it's too slow. Edward Snowden work for BH? Possibly. Why are you skipping LFCR daily MW? What? Man, people get so upset. People get so upset. It looks fine, bro. What do you want me to say? Like, yeah, buy all the shares. I don't know what you want me to say. Utilities? What's XLU? We are so bearish crypto, folks. We are so bearish crypto that we've got the value people in here. The value people have found this stream. They're like, yeah, what about that coupon you can clip? VLA MDA. So we're not gonna be able to get to all these in time. Yeah, no, I still like Stitch Fix for the 35th time. ALAB. Yeah, I have no issue holding ALAB. I just get past a ton of people's requests. I'm sorry. Yeah, I think it looks fine. It doesn't look amazing, but again, like for me personally, what do I need to do? I need to water my flowers and cut my weeds. This may be a weed. Rivian clearly has been a weed. It has been a slow-growing, year-long weed. The flowers are Iron, Baba, UUU, energy names that are breaking out. If it's not a hell yes, it's a what the hell am I doing, right? Like, that's it. It's black and white. That's what it should be for me. I still like XMR. I think it looks fine. If crypto does turn around, maybe XMR turns around. All right, let's get to Nwanda's list before I forget. See, now the crypto people are coming out. Now, because I made fun of them. Yeah, I still like XMR. I still like mRNA higher. I think I'm just more patient than most people. I don't know. Like I'm not. If there's a huge risk reward on something, we can check mRNA. And I'll just wait. You could say, well, there's a blow off top here. Where's the fractal at? There isn't one. There's a fractal at 32. I'll hold this down to 32. I don't care, right? I just don't care. Now, the TA target is within bounds, 50 to 60, right? My guess is this is going to consolidate here for a little while. That's my guess. And then maybe go again, but we'll see. I'm not worried about it. Now, if you're up a ton of money and you want to close it, don't listen to me, right? It's your money. It's your portfolio. So yeah, I still like it. People are giving me crap back here. Like, what are you doing, bro? It's pulling back. I don't know. I'm just super patient. I still like it. Still looks good to me. Sorry. Okay. Nwanda's list. For those who don't know, Nwanda is a list legend, a screener legend. brings some good setups that we traded. Something from the Discord, something for everybody. Something for everybody. He's got energy, he's got commodities. He's got commodities subsectors on here. Look at him. What an animal. He's got SAS. All right, RDW. Yeah, the problem, we had talked about this, last week or the week before. I always want more confirmation. Even though the cloud had this edge-to-edge thing, I just didn't want to pull the trigger. You know, this was enough. I wanted a shoulder. That never happened. So I missed out on a 2x. Aerospace defense still looks good. Still looks real good. I don't know. Just one that got away from me, I think. Dpro's got the setup we've been talking about. Bullish TK recross, price above cloud. Cloud's not bullish. TK cross is not above cloud. That's not a detriment to me most of the time. Yeah, I don't hate it. I don't hate it. UMAC is another drone manufacturer, right? So they're just chilling. I don't hate it. When is the SpaceX IPO? Do we know? I don't think we know. I wonder if some of these are just moving off that. iRun we've talked about to death. Love it. More of it. Leverage, whatever. APLD also looks good up here again. You know what I'm going to say if you're paying attention. Bullish TK recross price above cloud. That's what you want to see, right? You don't want to see this. If we rewind the clock. Oh, come on. Don't do that to me, TradingView. What are you doing? What's going on? Let's do this the right way, huh? All right. So if it's like here on any chart, right? It's like, what am I waiting for? I'm waiting for the bullish TK recross price above cloud. So when it happens, yeah, love it. Now you got some sort of like cup and handle inverted head and shoulders thing going on here. I like it. ADM at all-time highs potentially? No, not all-time highs. ADM weekly inverted head and shoulders. Looks good. Looks real good. One of the better charts this week for sure on the weekly. Australian Strategic Materials. What a candle that is on the weekly. That's insane. What is that, like a 300% move on the weekly? 168. Feels a bit late, but hey, I've bought worse. I don't know. It feels a bit late, but it looks good. It looks good. PLG. Why isn't this trading better would be my question. Is it a minor? Maybe it's a minor. I'm just worried it's like junk, you know? Because shouldn't this be in the stratosphere already? TMC also looks good. I got the IREN chart in my head. But yeah. Another part of this is like do you want your full portfolio to be commodities and metals or not, right? NB, same deal, trying to get back above the cloud after pulling back. Like to see it. Same deal here. Lithium. TPL. Like it. Yeah, I just with energy and metals, I don't think you can really go wrong. CRML. Great move off the bottom there. It's tough because it feels like at this point you missed it a little bit. I'd love to see metals move a little bit more and then MSTR, that trade like take off. That's probably the dream. In maybe 2 to 3 weeks. LEU, trying to get back above the cloud. Yeah, this is another good example, right? This is what you want. Bullish TK recross. CMCL, all these charts very similar. All trying to recover after the pullback. Look very good. OKE, all right. Where's Mr. Value Guy? Where's the value guy at? Get him in here. Get the freaking value guy in here. This is one, right? Looks good. FCL we talked about. Love it. Same chart. Again, all these charts are just like slight variations on a theme over and over again. Bullish TK recross, price above cloud. They all look really good. It's hard to like, it's hard for me to size them appropriately because all I want to do is throw more money at IREN. Like that's all I want to do. So what am I going to do? Throw a bunch of money at 10 different of these, or like, you know, the list? I guess you could. Just feels like silly to me. I don't know. Some people might love that. Novo hits the list again. So I correctly, thankfully, rotated out of Novo into more mRNA, which worked out. Novo still looks good. Novo, NVO, still looks good. I still like it. Maybe it's a catch-up trade from mRNA. That's something else to think about. I wouldn't think about the IREN Oklo example as a good example in my mind, where you're selling strength for weakness. mRNA to NVO would be like taking profits into the next in the sector to potentially move. I think that makes more sense to me. MOH, man, we've talked about this one for how many weeks? Looks good. BNTX, we talked about, looks good. PFE. Yeah, this is probably one after NVO, but I have an alert set. IMNM. What do you even do with this? Feels a little late. Looks great. Just feels late to me. Novavax. Now we're getting into some real stuff here. Let me tell you all about some vaccines. Who wants to listen? A little early on Novavax, I think. Beam. A lot of people are talking about this one. Yeah. It's still a little early, I think. I like NVO better of the list. I think that's my favorite. LabU. Ugly day for LabU. And LabU, I'd been watching this stupid flipping thing for so long. And I saw it here and I did nothing. And that's just how it goes. It's the ones you don't, it's the trades you don't take, you know? It's the same thing with TNA. Same deal. Watched it. Pre-breakout, did nothing. Whatever. Anyway. Geo, no, too early. Car, too early. These look all so far too early. OLN. Someone else asked me about this last week. Probably in a similar like mRNA style. You've got the W down here. The swoop-de-swoop. I don't hate it. I don't love it. XYL, nah. These can't be Nwandas, okay? Nwanda's too good for charts to look like this. RRX. That's a range hell right there. Chevron all day over that. All right, quickly, Amazon. Yeah, I've wanted Amazon to break out for like 2 years and it just hasn't. You know, back here at Q4 25, I thought it was going to go and it didn't. I don't know. It's tough because Mag 7 aren't really doing so hot. You've got Uncle Jeff selling on top of you. Maybe you just trade energy over this, right? That's just the sad truth. It looks okay, but I don't know. Target, yeah, Target did break out quite a bit. A little late, probably. The consumer discretionary stuff, someone already asked about Under Armour, but like Aeropostale and what's the other one? I don't know. There's probably like 5 to 10 names that might look similar to this that haven't broken out yet. Meta. No. Nothing. Just shop. IFCI. Yeah, Baba we talked about. Love Baba, love IREN. Love it. Love it all. Semis data center. Sunrun. A lot of chop. High time frame, it's got that flag pennant thing. I like iron better. AMCS, no, come on. Maybe something there. It's not for me. VRT, okay, bullish TQ across price of cloud. At some point we talked about this. It's still just it gives me the ick, you know? Isn't that what the kids say? The consolidation, the range, ATKR. We did look at this at some point. Looks okay. Interesting. LAES. Early. I'll give it an alert. How about that? I'll give it an alert. CAMT. None of these are really sparking joy for me, you know. Not really. Not really. Just NVO. NVO looks great. IREN. Maybe UMAC. FCell, absolutely. I just personally just stick to like 3 to 5 that you love. This whole list was okay. Just okay. I think we'll leave it there. Unless you guys got any screaming requests. Yeah, that's what Nwando and I, we're on the same wavelength with mRNA and NVO. FULC. Not for me. SIDU. I think we had a record low today of less than 10 requests for crypto. Less than 10. Maybe less than 5. Like that's how bad things are out there. Is it time to forget the cloud? Hell no. There are not universal cloud. I just keep flipping back and forth. All right, we'll finish it up with Pengu. Pengu. I mean, call me a sucker, because I am. And this is the problem. I talked about this at the Open with BTC. The problem is I can see the potential. That's the problem. The potential is a 2x, right? The potential is the pattern. It's back to the MSTR chart. Now, I don't own any MSTR yet, but I would if this looked slightly better on the 4 hour. It's the same story. So you're dealing with, like, here's a good question that we'll end on. Where do you throw your money? You can let me know in the comments. Do you buy potential or do you buy the breakout? Do you buy IREN, BABA, U? Do you buy stuff? Everybody's there. They're at the concert of metals and mining and commodities. That's where everybody's at. Or do you go to like the rundown restaurant on the outskirts of town that's still like rebuilding after a hurricane, right? Like that's what MSTR is right now. So I think it's a little early, but there is potential. All right, that's all I got for this one.